Hey, what's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to be going over a question that I've received quite a bit in the past and in the present, and it's how to get your music onto online stores. And how you do that is you use a distributor. A distributor is kind of a middleman. And think about it this way, like if you wanted to get your music onto a bunch of stores, you would have to get into contact with them, set up and become a supplier, get contracts or whatever, and then you have to do all the invoicing yourself and chase them down and all that. What you do now is you use a distributor, and everyone uses a distributor to kind of be the middleman and work with all these stores on your behalf, and then they take a percentage, and it all works out. So basically, you upload your track and artwork and all that once, and then they push it out to all these stores. It works quite well. So when I Google how to get my music on blah blah blah, I get a lot of services that charge quite a bit, like CD Baby and like Reverb Nation and TuneCore. They charge per track, and there's like yearly fees and all that. And it's not that great. But there's the big two that a lot of people use that are electronic music centric. Work with Beatport will apply and get you on Beatport if your music's good. And yeah, I'm going to be going over those two. So the first one is Symphonic Distribution. They are based out of the United States, which we'll talk about a little bit later. And they offer distribution to Beatport, which has a huge market share. And that's why you want to be on it. iTunes, Spotify, and they offer, yeah, they distribute to like 200 stores, and they offer, no annual fees, free ISRC and UPC codes, which you need to have in order to sell your single or album or whatever. And free promo mailer. They're very competitive with the next one I've been mentioning. So that's one of the things you want to look into is whether or not they distribute to Beatport and the stores you want to be on, and what their pricing is. So the pricing is they take a royalty split of that between 70 and 90% royalties. 90% is equivalent to the next one we're going to be talking about, but you pay a $200 upfront fee. And if you think about that, that's kind of like an investment. And that's totally up to you. So there you go. Yeah, so we're gonna leave this here and we're gonna go to the next one. This one is based in Europe. It's called label-worx. They don't explicitly say what their royalty split is, but it's comparable. They do it on a case by case basis. So like if you're like established and you're, like if you're established and you have a label already and you have a lot of content, they'll offer you at like a 90% royalty. They do it on a case by case basis. If you're just kind of starting out, you get 80%. That's kind of like the industry standard, really. And yeah, that's after the stores take their cut, which is like between 40 and 60%. And then, they handle all that. So let's say, okay, so what do you need to know? Yeah, they distribute to Beatport. Great. And all these other guys, which, in order of importance. Okay. So what do you need to get on and, I want to release music on Beatport. So what do you do? So you can just join and you need to get a bunch of things in order. You need to have, I already kind of looked through this. So you need to have a record label. You don't need to get like a business license or anything like that. You need to have just a name. And it's good to have all your social media, like an official website. You got to look like you're professional, like you have all your ducks in a row. You're going to want like your SoundCloud with a couple releases on there ready to go. You need maybe about 2 releases. So maybe 4 tracks that are really good, and that's what you use to apply. My name is Yola Swaggle. That's interesting. So you want to sign up for distribution. Yeah, you need to tell us. Oh, I am a record label, and I am brand new. We're not established. So next here, and then you pick your genre. And like I said, it's very genre or like electronic music centric label-worx. So you want to have your write up, which artists will be releasing. You don't need to have a bunch of people like lined up. You can have yourself and maybe some aliases that you have, hint hint, and you can just make up some stuff if you want. What experience of running a label do you have? You can say just like I've ran a World of Warcraft guild or something. Just say I have some experience, and like basically it's not rocket science, it's music. And your estimated release schedule for the next 6 months. This is kind of important. You don't want any more than 2 releases a month. So every 2 weeks, you want something to happen. So you can say, yeah, it's a release schedule every 2 to 3 weeks with remixes from blah, blah, blah. Just kind of big yourself up, look impressive, right? And then you're going to want, probably have this done beforehand. You want an official website, something cool and fancy, and with contact and maybe like artist profiles, like make it look like other label websites that you've had. Facebook, you want like your Facebook page or whatever. Twitter, SoundCloud, YouTube channel, and Instagram. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I don't know about Instagram, but yeah, have as big as a social media presence as you can. And from there, they'll listen to your music, check out all your stuff, and 9 times out of 10, if you've put in an effort and you're good, they will take you on. And then from there, you upload your releases, and then you submit them, and then there's like a 2-week waiting thing, or like a week waiting thing, and then it's approved on their end, and then it's pushed out with the release schedule. It takes about 5 weeks for a release to come out from when you fill it in and push submit. So the benefits of each, they are very competitive, and I use both, and they're pretty good. Symphonic, in my opinion, customer service is pretty good. Jorge, he's the coolest guy ever. Easy to talk to, easy to get a hold of. Tell him that Sadowik sent you. You can just ask him any question, and he'll get back to you. My mind just went blank. Yeah, benefits of using Symphonic. Well, one of the not benefits is it's based in the States, so there's an extra step when you get paid. You need to fill out like an IRS form or something if you're not a citizen of the United States. You need to fill out. It's just another step. It's not that hard. You just fill out a thing and then scan it and then email it back to them. It's basically like a tax thing that they're required to do. This label-worx in Europe. They don't have that. They charge VAT if you are a citizen of Europe. I'm not sure how VAT works, but it doesn't apply to anyone who's outside of Europe, so you don't have to pay that. So they each have their kind of taxation thing because their business is set up in those countries. And what else? Yeah, like use whichever one you would like. I would lean towards checking out their services. They both offer YouTube monetization, SoundCloud, mastering. They both offer that. licensing, I don't know if label-worx offers licensing. label-worx offers sending out demos and stuff like that, but they charge you. label-worx is free to send out demos to like an email list that you have. What else? They both do stem distribution. Yeah, they're very very competitive. And yeah, it's a journey, and there's no wrong decision. I would lean towards what would I lean towards? Symphonic is pretty good, but label-worx is pretty good also. It just depends on what you're into. label-worx has bigger artists on there, so they might not prioritize the littler guy. Symphonic is more, prioritizes, everyone equally, and slightly better customer service because I guess I know the guy. Anyway, that is that for that video. I hope you learned stuff. Any questions, let me know. Take care and have a good one.